What's up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm back on the stream. Still don't have a job yet. I'm still looking for one, but while I'm waiting, I thought I might try to get some streaming going, see how well I can do that. Again, I thank you guys tuning in, either whether it's the replay or live on the stream. I do this because it's fun, and it gives me something fun to do and try something new. I've been on and off the stream for the last, I believe it's about 2 years. So anyway, got a big one tonight. Amiibo Tournament is back. Yes, this is Amiibo Tournament number 58 in my book, but I think it's either 9 or 10 for the streams. I'm not exactly sure. But what we're going to be doing, this is going to be the beginning of the biggest Amiibo Tournament ever. 85 Amiibos. 85 Amiibos. We got 4 brand new ones making their debut in this tournament. We will see 2 of them in action for this stream. We will see Steve and Sephiroth. In fact, Sephiroth's our first matchup, so we'll get to see how he does against a pretty good King DDD who made the Elite 8 in the previous tournament. And of course, that tournament was about a year ago. So, yeah, that tournament was about a year ago, and I have not had the Amiibo Tournament since. So, back on the stream for Amiibo Tournament. This is number 58. This is Qualifier Part 1. So when I'm talking about the Qualifier, that means these Amiibos got to win in order to advance to the first round. And so we got a lot of matchups. I'm counting my bracket here. And of course, I will show you guys a glimpse of the bracket. And if you want to see the bracket for yourself, the link is now on the chat. So, yeah. So yeah, you guys want to check out that bracket, just posted a link on the chat. We got all sorts of matchups. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 matchups for round 1, part 1. And if I got time tonight, I'll do round 1 qualifier part 2. And we can knock out 2 qualifiers in the same night. But if I have time. So, before we get into all the fun stuff and I show you guys the bracket, here's where you guys can find this video and all of my others, well, for the time being, and where you guys can hit me up on any of the other channels. So, on Twitter, you can hit me up at WillYork_23, Twitch, Tuxedo28. I try to get a stream going for Twitch on this computer, but unfortunately, Twitch is not working. So, I thought just make this a YouTube exclusive. We'll just make it that. So, that's where you guys can also find other videos. You can also, if you're watching me here on YouTube live, that's great. Thank you for watching. Hello, feel free to hit like and subscribe to see more great content. That's where the home of my Nintendo Switch mock trailers are, and all sorts of other fun stuff is on my YouTube channel. You guys can also hit me up on Discord at Raptor Champ. I'm also on Facebook through 4State Gamers, and you guys can also add me on Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, and the Epic Games Store. So, again, you guys want to feel free to add me on any of those platforms. Go right ahead. So, without much further ado, let's take a look at the bracket. Okay, first of all, let's see who we got in our previous Final Four. So we had Banjo-Kazooie, who won the tournament about a year ago. They defeated the Mii Fighter. And then in third place was Min Min, who made her first tournament appearance last time. And then Hero made the Final Four as well. Now, I will show you guys the bracket. So, taking a look at this awesome bracket, and of course I've made some changes to it. This is who we got, so we'll have our first round. And anything, if you see 2 fighters on the same line, then that means that's a qualifier round. So, and of course, once we get started with the first round, those will all be changed. And of course, I have a paper bracket that I keep with me all the times because I love filling out brackets, because I like March Madness and filling out brackets. So, let's take a look at this bracket here. On the top left quadrant, we got the winner of King DDD and Sephiroth. The winner of that matchup will take on Falco in the first round. Also, in our qualifier qualifier part 1 matchups, we got Ike and the Pokemon Trainer. Winner takes on Mewtwo. Then we got Diddy Kong. He will take on the winner of Steve and Donkey Kong in round 1. And then we got a big match, nice little round 1 matchup. Little Mac and Kazuya. We got that. Then another qualifier, Robin and Zero Suit Samus. Winner takes on Lucina in the first round. And then we got Chrom. He will take on the winner of Bowser Jr. and Link. And then another round 1 matchup. We got Byleth and the Ice Climbers in round 1. Another qualifier, winner going to the first round. We got Bayonetta and Inkling. Winner takes on Lucario in that first round. And Peach will face the winner of Daisy and Ken, who we'll see in the stream in qualifier part 1. And Alex will make a first round debut against Rob. And another qualifier matchup, Dark Samus takes on Incineroar. Winner takes on the Mii Sword Fighter. Then Sonic in the first round, he will await the winner of Mii Brawler and Joker. Followed by Luigi and Fox in a first round matchup. Then we'll see Captain Falcon and Richter in the qualifier. The winner will take on Young Link. And we got Meta Knight. He will take on the winner of Zelda and Marth, our final matchup in the qualifier part 1. And then Corn and Piranha Plant in round 1. So let's go back at the top, and I want to take a look at these and analyze these a little bit of these amiibo and see who I think is really going to come out on top on this. Honestly, I'm looking at the top left quadrant of the brackets, so can zoom out just a little bit just so we can see the entirety of the bracket of the region. Okay, right here. So we got King DDD and Sephiroth here, Falco, Ike Pokemon Trainer, Mewtwo, Diddy Kong, Steve Donkey Kong, Little Mac and Kazuya, Robin Zero Suit Samus, Lucina, Chrom, Bowser Jr., Link, Byleth, Ice Climbers, Bayonetta, Inkling, and Lucario. I've analyzed this a numerous amount of times, and this one's a toss-up. We got a lot of good amiibos, and not to mention, we got new amiibos in this region right here. We got Sephiroth making the debut. He's our first matchup. We'll have Steve with his debut in the qualifier. Kazuya gets a first round matchup, so will he see his debut in the third stream of the ongoing tournament? King DDD was good last time, made an Elite 8 appearance. And then I'm trying to think who else. Byleth is a good one. He's a pretty good, decent amiibo. Honestly, this is a very tough toss-up, very tough matchups indeed for this tournament. I can't pick one favorite. I mean, again, there's too many good ones. DDD's good, Sephiroth's good. I would say if any of the amiibos here have shown improvement for this region, I would say Mewtwo. I've done some training with Mewtwo, and I did a little mini Amiibo tournament, and he actually did pretty well. He and Mario, and I'm hoping Mewtwo gets his first win on the stream. Mewtwo has never won on the stream on any of my platforms, and I'm hoping the next time's first round matchup, I'm hoping he gets his first win. But that's being a little biased, and I cannot be biased. So, this region here, very tough decision on who is going to come out on top on this one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 good amiibos that can make good runs. 6 maybe. I think there's 6 good amiibos in this region that could make good runs, and only one can make the final 4. Next to the bottom left quadrant of the bracket, we got Peach, Daisy and Ken, Alex, Rob, Dark Samus, Incineroar, Mii Sword Fighter, Sonic, Mii Brawler, Joker, Luigi, Fox, Captain Falcon, Richter, Young Link, Meta Knight, Zelda, Marth, Corn, and Piranha Plant. There's really, I would say, this one's kind of a small toss-up too. I would say the clear favorite, and I can't say this without seeing them in tournament action yet, I'd say Alex, because my recent amiibos have actually been the strong ones. Like the DLC ones have actually turned out to be strong. But can't rule out some of the other amiibos that are decent. Richter's decent. Young Link has gotten good. Mii Brawler made a surprise run to the Elite 8 the last time there was the Amiibo Tournament. So this one's going to be a toss-up too. This could be anybody's matchup. And then, going to go all the way over to the right. Right over here. Zoom in a couple times. There you go. Making sure you guys can see that. Probably zoom in one more time. Alright, so on the top right portion of the bracket, we got Mr. Game & Watch and Dr. Mario in Qualifier Part 2. Winner takes on Pikachu in the first round. Me Gunner will await the winner of Villager and Ryu. That's going to be interesting. Me Gunner was tournament runner-up in the last time around. Ridley and Shulk in first round. This one's going to be interesting. We got Samus and Min Min, and the winner takes on King K. Rool. That's going to be interesting, and especially since Min Min finished in the Final Four. We got Wolf. Winner, he will take on the winner of Dark Pit and Wario. We got Toon Link taking on Olimar in the first round. Followed by Pit and Lucas. And the winner takes on Cloud. And then Kirby and Yoshi in the first round. So before I go any further, let's take a look at this bracket. Whoops, I am not ready to start the tournament yet. I just need to go back and kind of look at the regions and see who I think is going to be the overall favorite. Me Gunner is possibly the odds-on favorite to win this region. They've been so good the last couple of tournaments. They've been so good. I'd say Me Gunner is the odds-on favorite to win it. But there are some wild cards. There are some others that could potentially upset the Me Gunner. Min Min could. King K. Rool's still good. Toon Link is good. So, those 1, 2, 3, those 4 amiibos, possibility, chance of coming out on top in this region, but I think the Me Gunner is way too strong. So, I think they're the odds-on favorite to win the top right bracket. And then, on the bottom right bracket, we got Pichu and Ganondorf facing off in the Qualifier Part 2. Winner takes on Greninja. Then Duck Hunt will take on the winner of Hero and Rosalina and Luma. Hero made a Final Four appearance in the previous tournament from about a year ago. Roy and Jigglypuff in the first round. Then Pac-Man and Banjo-Kazooie in the qualifier. Winner takes on Snake. Interesting matchups there. And we got Bowser. He'll take on the winner of Wii Fit Trainer and Ness from the qualifier. Then Simon and Terry in the first round. That's gonna be a fun matchup. We got Sheik and Mario in the qualifier. Take on Palutena in the first round. And then Mega Man and Isabelle. Interesting matchups here. Banjo-Kazooie, I would say, is the overall best odds to win the region. But hang on. We still got Hero. Hero's really good, too. So it's going to be interesting to see how Hero does things. But we also got Terry in this region, too. And Terry's proven to be pretty good at times. So, a lot of different stuff going on. If I had to pick a fourth amiibo for who get the best chance of, making a good run, I would say Mario. Again, I did a tournament where I just tested out some new amiibos and see how far they went, and Mario was actually one win away from going to a Final Four in this little mock tournament that I had. So, it's going to be very interesting to see how all of this turns out. Let me quickly make my Final Four predictions. Of course, Me Gunner is going to get it here. Banjo-Kazooie is going to get it here, in the bottom right. And then, I think Alex will probably get it. Excuse me. I'm not sure. This one's a toss-up. Alex would probably get it for sure. But I can't say that for certain without seeing her in action. If I had to pick one that I've seen in action that would do good, I would say Richter. I think Richter's got pretty good odds of getting that. And then this one is way too tough to call. I will have to say, I'm going to have to go with Sephiroth. I would have to pick Sephiroth. He looks good. But I don't know. I think, actually, Kazuya might be the better one of those two. Sephiroth and Kazuya might be better. In fact, in the little mock tournament, it was Sephiroth and Kazuya facing each other. Kazuya came out on top. So these two probably would get a rematch, but it'd be the first time ever on the stream. So, without much further ado, let's go ahead and get into our first matchup. Excuse me. So, our first matchup here in the Amiibo Tournament number 58, Qualifier Part 1. Matchup is King DDD versus Sephiroth. Winner faces Falco in round 1. Again, DDD made a run he finished in the Elite 8 last time. Sephiroth making his official debut in the first match of Amiibo Tournament Qualifier Part 1 in Tournament 58. Let's go! Sorry guys, all that talking's kind of got me a little flamed up. And I will turn this up a little bit too, just a hair. See how these two really go at it. Again, both these Amiibos have vastly improved. Oh, DDD gets caught up in Galaga. Oh, nice dodge by DDD. Nice little combo by Sephiroth. Oh, and a big hit from that blaster puts Sephiroth in the lead. Oh, DDD with the final smash. Oh, Sephiroth with the dodge. Oh, Togebi. These two really going at it. Oh, DDD gets the mini mushroom, but he still gets a KO. Evens it all up at 1 each. But DDD has taken too much damage. And just like that, Sephiroth is back in the lead. And Sephiroth has a final smash ball. Again, with Sephiroth's final smash, it's a random thing that happens. One of three things. Either sleep, get confused, or you get KO'd. And DDD gets confused. DDD took too long. He's not managed for these long sword attacks by Sephiroth. DDD with the chance for a final smash. But he falls right into Sephiroth's hit. And a hit by DDD. And another hit by DDD with that hammer. DDD needs to use a final smash. He hits the opportunity. It's not strong. But is it enough? It's enough. But again, DDD, too much damage is given. And just like that, it's Sephiroth. First ever tournament win on the stream. Sephiroth. And Sephiroth sends DDD home early and a good matchup. A nice, decent matchup. 234 on the time. Not bad. The really good matchups take longer. But it is Sephiroth taking out DDD and advancing to round 1 against Falco. Next up, we have Ike and Pokemon Trainer. We got Ike and Pokemon Trainer. The winner will take on Mewtwo in the first round. Again, I can't really do much on, going up and getting my information because I left it all in another portion of the room. Hate to leave the action. And again, it's been over a year since we've had any Amiibo Tournament action. We got Charizard. I was thinking about getting a Charizard amiibo. Oh, and a nice meteor smash puts Pokemon Trainer up by 1. And of course, watching all this Amiibo action, it gives me a chance to analyze and see which Amiibos could use some improvement, some training. And I can even see odds. But not before taking 73% damage. Oh, switch to Ivysaur, and he grabs the hammer. I say, Ike just recovered half that damage, and he just gets it back in an instant. And now Ivysaur, Pokemon Trainer, one win away from advancing to take on Mewtwo. And the triple finish has failed. A nice perfect shield. Good hit by Ike. And Ike, not a good recovery. Falls to his doom as Pokemon Trainer advances to take on Mewtwo. And of course, these will be updated after the events of this stream. Feel free to leave a chat. Feel free to hit the subscribe on the channel for some more Amiibo Tournament action. All right. Next up is the debut of another fighter making next up. Okay, our next matchup features the debut of another new fighter, and that is Steve, and he will take on Donkey Kong. The winner takes on Diddy Kong in the first round. So I just need to set some stuff down. I need to separate. Need to set some Amiibos here. The ones that advance. The ones that already off the bat, Donkey Kong already taken 78% damage. DK was one of those I did want to see improve. So I think Donkey Kong might need some little more training. Ooh, and a big hit from that TNT. Sends DK out and Steve up by 1. Donkey Kong letting the opportunity go to waste. Oh, and just like that, he let it go to waste. He had an opportunity to send Steve flying, and he failed. And now Steve is going to be ready to 2-0 on him. And I was already 2-0 on Donkey Kong. Got ready to start calling Steve the Kong Killer. But I can't say that yet when he hasn't faced Diddy yet, so I can't say that yet. Oh, this could be a final smash that does it for DK. Not yet. Oh, and that big hit from that anvil sends Steve into round 1. Two debuts down. 2 more to go. And unfortunately, those are now going to be first rounds. So we're done showing off. The round 1 the new amiibos, I would say. So we'll have to wait till first round to see all 4 of them back in action. Next up, our next qualifier. Next up, we have Robin taking on Zero Suit Samus. Winner faces Lucina in round 1.
3, 2, 1, go!
So far tonight, we had Sephiroth, Pokemon Trainer, and Steve all qualify for round 1. Alrighty, Zero Suit Samus up 1. Nice combo. Gotta watch out, that's a fake one right there. That one's not. This one is. One that's zooming by a little faster. That's a fake one. Easy, you don't want to hit that one. That's the real one. Oh, lucky. Lucky there was no KO through the ceiling. Oh, we got a Kremling. Still, Zero Suit's in the lead, 2 stock to 1. Oh, we got Knuckle Joe from the Kirby series. Careful, this guy could be a real knockout. Go even at 1-all, and there goes the ceiling. So this is still anyone's matchup. Oh, star you. Oh, Zero Suit Samus has Koopa Pond. And it's over. It's Zero Suit Samus. Moving on. Zero Suit Samus will advance to take on Lucina. While I'm waiting for the next screens to load, I'm going to go ahead and put our qualifiers aside so I know. It's just so I know who can scan in the winners and eliminate the ones who didn't win. Right, our next matchup is Bowser Jr. and Link.
Bowser Jr.
Say one of these. Say Link could use some momentum. He's got a new game coming out next month.
3, 2, 1, go!
Of course, the winner of this matchup will face Chrom in round 1. And if you guys are watching this and the video is not in great resolution, I apologize. I have decent internet, but it's the best I can get, so I apologize. Wish to have better, but I'm in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I could have recorded this video. I could have recorded this and uploaded this for better quality. But the thing is, by the time we get done with all this, it's going to be over an hour, and it'll be too long to upload on YouTube. Especially with the internet that I have. And Link's just pouring it on Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr.'s got a pretty big weapon. Not afraid to use it, though. Ooh. Big backfire on Link. These two have good amount, pretty much the same damage. One of them needs a big hit against the other. Just like that, Link just throws the Star Rod, and then a barrel explodes right on Bowser Jr. Gives Link the lead. Oh, but Bowser Jr. evens the odds. Nice combo. Nice combo. Oh. There's the star. It's only 10 seconds of invincibility. Even though I did finally go see the Super Mario Bros. Movie last night. I loved it. Loved every second of it. So much gaming nostalgia. I loved it. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And the thing is, the invincibility star they had in the movie, apologize for the spoilers, but it's been almost 2 weeks since the movie's out, so spoilers should be forewarned at this time. The invincibility store they had, and it's near the end of the movie, it lasted way more than 10 seconds. I'm like, the thing is, you know, it's just like all the power-ups in the game. Once you get hit, you lose the, you lose your power. You lose the power-up. So, but the thing is with the invincibility star, you don't get hit. You just, it's 10 seconds of invincibility, and then you're, and then you're done. But not in the movie. The movie didn't happen that way. Link, a 221% damage. He takes a lot. But the thing is, this is not an arena where you fly above much like that. Unless you get high enough, you do. And Bowser Jr. 1 KO away from advancing to the first round to take on Kronk. Ooh. Say Link about got on about even the odds, but Bowser Jr. decided, let's use that final smash. Oh, but Link uses the bullet bill. Is it too late? Too little, too late for Link. He is at 48% damage, and oh, and a big hit from the ancient hero helps out a little bit. Nice dodge by Bowser Jr. Nice little combo by Link. Oh, but it's down to the final smash. Bowser Jr.'s got it. Does some good hits and knocks. It should be enough to knock Link out of this matchup. Bowser Jr. moves on.
Bowser Jr. wins.
Good effort by Link. Unfortunately, he couldn't finish the job. He just couldn't do it. But a good matchup. 531. That's still not terrible. It's a little long. I kind of like the matchups between around 3 to 4 minutes or less. That's how I like it. Keeps things going. So, next up we have Bayonetta and Inkling. Bayonetta and Inkling. Winner moves on to face Lucario in round 1.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm just glad the Bayonetta matchup here was not in that previous arena, because one of the longest matchups in the longest matchup in Amiibo history, 17 plus minutes. And it was against Ice Climbers. And it was a stream I did too. That was so long. Again, the winner of this matchup will face Lucario. So far in our top left quadrant of the bracket, we got Sephiroth, Falco, Pokemon Trainer, Mewtwo, Diddy Kong, Steve, Little Mac, Kazuya, Zero Suit Samus, Lucina, Chrom, Bowser Jr., Byleth, Ice Climbers, and Lucario, and this winner will claim the final spot in that quadrant. Again, this top left quadrant is going to be really, really tough. You got a bunch of good amiibos, and a bunch of those are new ones too. And again, these were all randomly selected ahead of time. But starting in Amiibo Tournament number 60, it's all going to change. All the amiibos will be reseeded based on how they finish in the previous tournament. And of course, there will be a selection show on that too. Well, the plans are for a selection show. And Inkling takes the first. Of course, these two have actually been former tournament champions a long, long time ago. Bayonetta really needs to get to work on that time. I think Bayonetta needs to be retrained a little bit in how to do the how to do witch time. Like, if I'm going to talk about retraining, I'm going to talk about actually starting over from scratch. So, and Inkling's up 3-1 on Bayonetta. Bayonetta finally gets one, but still down one. Ooh, big hit from Inkling. Oh, missed out, so I had one left on that. There goes the assist trophy. Oh, this could do it. And it's over. It is Inkling coming out on top. Oops. And give me just a moment, guys. I just dropped some amiibos. Dropped them. Especially my winners. Alright, so Inkling moving on to fight Lucario in round 1. And of course, all of these matchups will be updated after the stream. Alright, now we've reached the bottom portion of the quadrant. Next up, we have Daisy and Ken. The winner will face Peach in round 1 action. And of course, if you guys don't know or are not familiar with my Amiibo Tournament streams, this is how they are doing what I'm planning on doing. So this stream is Amiibo Tournament 58. This is Qualifier Part 1. So these are Amiibos fighting for a chance to get into the tournament. And especially since I like to show off each and every one in the matchup. I'm not a fan of, win 2 and get in and all that. Not a fan for that kind of matchup. So, anyway, but since it's got so many Amiibos, you can really fit 64 in an actual tournament format. So, the reason you got 85, so that's just 21 open spots. So, basically, 64 spots for an actual one-on-one single elimination matchup. Especially since there's 11 here and 10 on the next one. So that's 21. And 64 and 21 is 85. So that fills up the field pretty well. So to get to the round of 64, you got to win at least 21 spots. And yet, part of me wants the NCAA to expand their tournament field. I mean, 68's nice, but I think we should do a full 72. I think there's just need to be 4 more teams added. That's all I'm saying. Oh, simultaneous KO. Ooh, Rathlos. Hey, Ken's about like, yeah, I'm gonna use it, and Daisy's like, nope, you're not. Oh, Ken's gonna use it, and he's gonna get it. Oh, ditto. Oh, and the moon, the tournament moon. Oh, and a big hit from the blaster. Puts Daisy in the lead. Or no, she's in it on. Because Ken took an extra one. And he takes another one. Now she's in the lead. Daisy 1 KO away from possibly facing her counterpart, her original fighter, because Daisy's an Echo fighter, and so is Ken. And the winner of this match faces Peach. Oh, Daisy just missed out on that. Oh, there's Knuckle Joe again. Oh, and a hit evens it all up at 1. Ken actually did pretty good on damage control that time, too. Tell he wanted that. He wanted that so bad. Gotta watch out, Ken. That's a fake. Ken fell asleep. This is Daisy's chance to win. Daisy, complete control over here. Ooh, Ken with a counter. Oh, and the hit from the fire bar puts Daisy in round 1. Congratulations, Daisy. I'm not sure if she's won on the stream before. I know she hasn't had a lot of success. But she now does have a win on the stream. Alright, next up we got Dark Samus and Incineroar. This should be a very interesting matchup too. I say an ultimate matchup. Right, winner takes on the Mii Sword Fighter in round 1. Here we go, Kingdom Hearts. It's still so awesome that we managed to get Kingdom Hearts in Smash Bros. It makes sense too. I mean, the issue with it was, Disney stuff. But if you included this without using the Disney properties, it was still a win. The winner of this matchup will take on, like I said, the Mii Sword Fighter. And then in the next matchup, we'll see the last tournament's big surprise with one of the biggest surprises from the previous tournament, the Mii Brawler take on Joker. Should be a good matchup. And feel free to get some chat going, guys. I'd love to talk with you. Of course, it's kind of hard to do that when your frame rate is... it's still green, but it's 220 kilos, so it's not very good. I understand that. But I'm doing the best that I can. Going the big clothesline to... And a big clothesline to give Incineroar the lead. Oh, and a hit from the Bob-Omb. And here we go. Dive to the heart. Incineroar does not have a good recovery. He's got 1 and 2 assist trophies. 2 dangerous ones, too. Oh, missed out on the final smash, but it's too late. Incineroar moves on. Incineroar moving on to round 1. We'll face the Mii Sword Fighter. And we're about to see the Mii Brawler up next. The winner of this matchup will face Sonic in round 1. And of course, Mii Brawler was a big surprise in the previous tournament, making it all the way to the Elite 8. while I'm waiting, I will grab our final 2 matchups and get them ready to go. So this ought to be a good match. Oh, watch out for that wind. And a Pokeball. Oh, big hit from Joker. Puts him in the lead. And Joker with some nice combos right there. I had some high hopes for the Mii Brawler, but he's not showing it right now. Well, it kind of happens when you, you haven't worked out in about a year. Wow. For an Amiibo that made a big run in the Elite Eight, into the Elite Eight, finished up behind Midman. I'm surprised. Mii Brawler's got to be really careful here. He can't allow big hits. He can't allow big stuff from Joker. Oh! And it's over. Joker. Wow, I thought Mii Brawler was going to have a good chance at making a nice run. Because this region was not a strong one. And only at over 2 minutes. Wow. I'm surprised. Mii Brawler... I thought Mii Brawler was going to be a good... was going to be a good favorite to at least win the region. Or at least a good chance. That's what I thought. Alright, moving on. Captain Falcon and Richter. Winner takes on Young Link. This ought to be a good matchup too. I was surprised. I thought the other matchup was going to be good. Like down to the wire kind of good. But no, Joker took him down 3-1. So something happened with Mii Brawler. I guess he just got a little outclassed. I'm like, where was the Mii Brawler that made that big run into the Elite Eight? He was nowhere. So now with Mii Brawler out, kind of looking at this region, we got Peach, Daisy, Alex, Rob, Incineroar, Mii Sword Fighter, Sonic, Joker, Luigi, Fox. Also got Young Link, Meta Knight, Corn, and Piranha Plant. Favorites? I would say the favorite right now, I would say Alex, but we haven't seen her in action yet. So I can't say that for certain until we see her in first round action. I was going to say Incineroar looked pretty good, and Joker looked impressive. So this might be one of those tournaments where it's anybody's. This might be one of those regions where it's anybody's goal, where it's anybody's matchup. Anybody can come out on top on this one. It's not a strong region with this bottom left quadrant bracket. It's not super strong. But I think Richter's got good odds now. And of course, after the after this qualifier part 1, we will eliminate everyone who has been eliminated. And it's over, Richter. Farewell, Falcon. Good while you... Well, I thought this was going to be an interesting matchup, too. But it's just Richter showing control. And at 222. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right, our final matchup of Qualifier Part 1. We got Zelda and Arth. Winner takes on Meta Knight. The final spot in the left bracket. And after this matchup, I will go through and eliminate all of the amiibos that have lost so far. See what these two melee masters can do. Oh, the toadstool jump. Ooh. Big hit. Sealing him up. Oh, golden hammer. Who gets it first? Art gets it. But is it golden? Yeah, it is. Because there's times of a squeaky hammer. Golden hammer increases, more powerful than the normal hammer. And of course, after this matchup, I will update that bracket and post a link to it on the stream, on the chat for the next tournament qualifier. So it's almost time. It's almost 8 p.m. my time, and we're actually just over an hour into the stream. So, what I'm gonna do after this matchup, we'll eliminate all the other amiibos that have been eliminated. We'll officially eliminate them. And then I will end the stream and give me about 10 minutes to get reset up, and then I'll be back on the stream. Martha, I didn't notice Martha was down to his final stock. Oh, there went Waluigi. Zelda, the current leader in this matchup. Oh, the banana gun. That'll even the odds. Oh! What a dodge. Not enough to finish him off. I swear, if he had hit her with that, she would have taken a good amount of damage. Oh, she's got the hammer. Watch out, Marth. And it's over. And with that, Zelda claims the final spot in the left quadrant. So far, our left quadrant first round participants are Sephiroth and Falco, Pokemon Trainer Mewtwo, Diddy Kong and Steve, Little Mac Kazuya, Zero Suit Samus Lucina, Chrom Bowser Jr., Byleth Ice Climbers, Inkling Lucario, Peach Daisy, Alex Rob, Incineroar Mii Sword Fighter, Sonic Joker, Luigi Fox, Richter, Young Link, Meta Knight, Zelda, Corrin, and Piranha Plant. So let's go ahead and go through the list of all the amiibos that have been eliminated. So we start them in order. We got fighters 1 through 19, and then 20 through 39, 40 to 61, and then 62 to 69. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look and see who here we have that's been eliminated. We have Link, that did lose against his matchup with Yoshi. Dark Samus that lost the matchup against Incineroar. And then we also got Captain Falcon that lost against Richter. Daisy won her matchup. Zelda won the matchup. Everybody else is good. So not bad. They've only lost 3. Not too bad. Next we got Marth that lost to Zelda. And then see who else we have here. Zero Suit Samus won her match. Ike lost to the Pokemon Trainer. So we gotta find Ike. Then let's see, Lucas Sonic DDD lost in his matchup to Sephiroth. So another 3 on that one. And then we have, let's see what we got here on this side. The Mii Brawler lost. And then who else lost? Robin lost the matchup to Zero Suit Samus. Bowser Jr. won. Ken lost to Daisy, so there's 3. So that would mean there's only 2 left. We had 11 matchups. And then those 2 were Bayonetta, and then there's got to be one more. So I'm trying to figure out who's the one more here. Oh, I remembered. It was Donkey Kong. So I got to go back and eliminate Donkey Kong. So 4, 3, 3, and then 1. And then I will need to go and fix up the ones for Steve and Alex since they are their own eliminated ones. So, anyway, guys, that's it for Amiibo Tournament number 58, Qualifier Part 1. After the stream, I will update the bracket and post it into the stream chat for the next part of our tournament, which is Part 2. So we'll do Part 2. Again, I will need a little bit of time to get set up, but once I get set up, I will be back on the stream and back at it to go once again for Part 2. So if you guys wish to check out this video and all of my other channels and content, feel free to do so. Hit me up on Twitter at WillYork_23, Twitch Tuxedo28. YouTube Will York. You guys can also hit me up on Discord. I'm also on Facebook through 4 State Gamers. You guys can also add me on Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, and Epic Games. So, again, like I said, I'll need to take a little bit of time to get set up and get it ready to go. So, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching here on YouTube. I will be back in a little bit, so give me a little bit of time to get things reset up and ready to go. And I will catch you guys for Qualifier Part 2, and which covers the right side quadrant of the bracket. So, I'll see you guys in a bit. Until then, have a good one, guys.